I want to catch you up now on breaking news from Capitol Hill, a tentative deal to prevent the so-called nuclear option that would change the Senate's filibuster rules on executive nominations. This after both sides failed to reach an agreement in a rare joint caucus last night. Now, Senate Majority Leader Reid says that the two parties will discuss it at their lunch meetings today. Joining me now, North Dakota's former governor, now Republican Senator John Hoeven. Sir, it's great to have you with me. And sources in both sides here, both parties say that the Senate deal is going to call for the replacement of two nominees to the NLRB Labor, which will get to pick two of these new candidates. The other are going to have 5 nominees to go forward. This means that Senator Reid will withdraw his threat to use that nuclear option. So what's your reaction to this deal?
Well, this is good news. We've worked very hard over the weekend to put it together, and I think what it reflects is not only respect for the Senate rules, but really an understanding that to get solutions, we've got to work in a bipartisan way. So I hope this is a step to more bipartisan solutions to meet the challenges that our country faces.
Okay, let's talk about bipartisan solutions, because a cloture vote on the nomination of Richard Cordray to be the director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, that's going to go forward. Where do you think that's going to go? Because I know that there have been objections, not just to Cordray, but also to the fact of having, the Consumer Protection Finance Board.
Well, we're having that vote right now, and so that's the first step in the agreement is we'll vote for cloture, which allows a straight up or down vote for Richard Cordray. We have real concerns about the CFPB, no question about it. We're looking for more transparency, more accountability, and even issues beyond that. But that's different from allowing that vote for Mr. Cordray. So we'll allow that vote and continue to work on the CFPB and that legislation.
When you talk about that, Senator, is it your goal to have more of a multi-layered top to that, or would you like to see just one director, someone who can have accountability, or is it the GOP stance that they would like to see a merging of people at the top for accountability?
I have problems with the whole agency, but specifically as to this appointment, we want more transparency, more accountability. We'd like an inspector general appointed. We'd like Mr. Cordray to be subject to the appropriations process. The agency should be subject to that process. So there's a number of things we're going to try and do.
Senator, I want you to take a listen to your colleague, Senator Jeff Merkley, talking to Luke Russert this morning on the Daily Rundown.
We did not get the commitment that Mitch McConnell promised. We've had 2 gentlemen's agreements. We tried to do this without rules changes. We would try to do it now if we could secure it in a firm fashion, address the nominations that need to be addressed to make the system work for working people.
Do you think, though, when we look at this, Senator, that the president wanting to put together and cobble together the team for his second administration, does he not have a right to pick that team?
We are allowing him to pick his team. If you look at the statistics, that's what it shows. That's why we've been able to broker a deal here, because when you get down to the facts, we are allowing him to have his team. At the same time, we've got to come together on solutions in a bipartisan way. That's what this deal really reflects.
Senator John Hoeven, sir, great to have you here. I appreciate your time, and I know we're going to let you get back to work. You're making progress there. We like that. Thank you, sir.
That's good.
All right, so still ahead.